thing is just pictures of them. They clearly have had a photographer following them around from the beginning of their relationship. It's absurd. It's absurd, the pictures of them, their most intimate moments. Don't you do that, Dan? Don't you just have a third party there to photograph all your most intimate, loving, sad, happy moments in the privacy of your own kitchen? What do you make of this move to drop it now and the messages that we are to glean from it?
My goodness, Megyn, I actually don't know where to start. I have so much to say. I think
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
First thing is, let's respond directly to Megyn. She says, when the stakes are this high, wouldn't it be better to hear the story from us? Actually, no. And I'll explain why. You have been proven, wait for it, to bring out a tissue of lies anytime it suits you about the royal family. There were over 20 in the Oprah Winfrey interview alone. There were more in the court case. There were more in the book by your odd little cheerleader bloke, Omid Scobie. You are a proven liar. So no, I don't want to hear a story where the stakes are so high from you. And I know exactly what you mean by that, Megyn.
Are you serious?
What you mean is that the stakes are so high because you want to bring down the royal family. You want to destroy the British monarchy, an institution which, look, Megyn, I hold my hands up. It has its faults. Of course it does. But it is a very popular system here in the UK. It is overwhelmingly supported by the citizens of Britain. And we want to give the new king, who is still grieving, his mother, Queen Elizabeth.
Stop it.
The Great, as I refer to her, we want to give him a chance. So we don't want this pathetic little Netflix series full of your lies, which is clearly going to claim that Britain is some sort of racist hellhole.
Fact.
Which it's provably not, which is clearly going to claim that the royal family is structurally and institutionally racist, which again, I believe it is not, to try and damage your own flesh and blood. Well, shame on you. So actually, no, I don't want to hear the story from you. I would actually love to hear the story, Megyn, from the King, from Queen Camilla, and from William and Kate. But guess what? They can't speak out. And they can't speak out because of the constitutional monarchy system, which makes it incredibly difficult for them to engage in this sort of tat for tat. So the worst thing is that Harry and Meghan know they basically have a free ride to say what the hell they want against four individuals who do not have the same freedom of speech as they do.
That's exactly right. They know that their hands are tied, and these two sitting out in Montecito can sling whatever mud they decide to invent, and they're just required to take it over there on the other side of the pond. Wow! The trailer seems like it's going to take aim at William and Kate, but in particular, Kate. A lot of her friends have pointed out, according to the press, they seem to find the one photo of Kate Middleton in which she's not smiling. I mean, every single photo of her, she's got a big smile. She uses it generously. She doesn't have the resting bitch face as so many of us do. She's always smiling and waving, and she seems like a pretty friendly person.
Fact.
This picture, we're showing it for the listening audience. She's sitting in this, I think it's a chapel, and she is stone-faced, looking away. She clearly doesn't know the cameras are on her, but no one's smiling in it. Meghan's behind her looking doe-eyed.
Okay.
And they chose to put this in the trailer for what purpose, in your view?
Because they intend to try and portray William and Kate as the bad guys. I mean, there's a macro level to this, Megyn. It's like,
Are you serious?
You know, British royal family, old, colonial, racist, bad. The Sussexes in their Montecito mansion, woke, very rich and good. That's going to be the macro side of this Netflix reality series. But you've got to think back to why Meghan has such a problem with the new Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton. And I'll tell you why. Because Meghan didn't like the fact that Kate was popular behind the scenes in the royal family. She was popular with the staff, Megyn. She was popular with the courtiers. And do you know why it was? Because she treated them with respect. She believes that folk, even if they're down the ladder from you, should be treated appropriately.
Fact.
and kindly and with dignity. That's how Kate operates. Now, very quickly, Kate realized, and I was reporting on this, I've been reporting on this for years and years and years. So I was reporting on it when Meghan was in the royal family and when actually the facade was still...
Stop it.
There. Outwardly, they were all mates. They were the Fab Four. But Kate, behind the scenes, and I was the first person to report this, actually hauled Meghan over the coals over the way that she was speaking to her staff at Kensington Palace. Meghan has been accused numerous times by former staff members of being a bully. And Kate called her up and said, look, this isn't the way that you treat my staff. This is not how you speak to my staff. This is not how we do business. And so from that moment on, Meghan has had it in for Kate. There's obviously the infamous bridesmaid dress fitting where they each made each other cry, if you believe that. And there's no positive relationship between them anymore.
So now, rather than taking the high road and doing something that would shock the world by maybe paying tribute to them, saying something kind about them, and just taking issue with maybe royal life.
Stop it.
And how oppressive it could be. It looks like, we haven't seen it, but it looks like they're going to trash them. And there are other indicators that they're going to trash them, including the timing of this release, the Netflix series at all.
Are you serious?
Within moments, it feels like, after Queen Elizabeth's death, as King Charles is still getting his footing as the new monarch. And on top of that, just as Will and Kate come to America.
Wait for it.
And Meghan's stenographer, he likes to call himself a journalist, Omid Scobie, he decides to actually give it up and sort of say why they did this trailer when they did. He tweets out, if tomorrow is Prince William's Super Bowl, here's your halftime show, and includes a link to the Netflix series, to the trailer. So they're not even trying to hide that they're trying to poke William and Kate.
No, Megyn, there always used to be this sort of unwritten rule in the royal family that when principals are on tour overseas, the other senior members of the royal family step back and they allow...
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
The tour and the good work on the tour to take the spotlight. Well, that obviously all went out the window with Harry and Meghan, even when they were in the royal family. But this is egregious, Megyn. They released the trailer on the day...
Here it comes.
That William and Kate were trying to build up to this big Earthshot prize, which is their moment in Boston. And they knew it would steal all of the attention away from William and Kate. It would make the visit incredibly awkward for William and Kate.
Fact.
And look, as far as I'm concerned now, Megyn, and from speaking to my royal sources, there's no going back from this. This trailer was a declaration of war by the Sussexes. I'll tell you behind the scenes, King Charles has held out hope for some time that he's going to be able to come to some sort of peace deal with Harry and the royal family. I think, Megyn, that is incredibly naive. Wow! I think William has known for some time that this relationship is as good as over. Because remember, it's not just the Netflix series. We've then got Harry's autobiography, Spare, coming in the first week of January. And as you say, the Queen is barely in the ground. King Charles is still grieving. He hasn't even had his coronation. They don't give a damn about royal family. In fact, with the Queen gone, they want to do all they can to destroy this institution. The irony, of course, Megyn, is they still run around America using the titles the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Why? Why? If you hate this organization so much, hand them back.
Fact.
Stop using them. Go and be normal citizens. And for King Charles, I think the choice is very clear now. If you allow Harry and Meghan to keep their royal titles, you are going to be made a fool of.
Damn!
Strip them of the titles, strip their children of the ability to be a prince and a princess, and show them that now they are now shut out of this family because of the lies that they're telling and the destruction that they want to.